Buenos días, queridos alumnos de Cela Spanish School Online. In this video, we are going to talk about the position of pronouns when they are with the imperative. This video is part of the material of our grammar mini course on the imperative for intermediate Spanish learners. These videos are available completely in Spanish. Please see them too. We do not usually use much English in our classes. However, we also make the videos in English for students who prefer to have grammatical explanations in this language. Let's start with today's class. In the positive imperative, reflexive pronouns and object pronouns are placed with the imperative forming a single word. Levántate. You will notice that this word has a tilde. I will explain briefly why this is so. According to the rules of Spanish pronunciation, words that end in N, in S, or in a vowel have the syllable of intonation, that is, the strong syllable, in the penultimate syllable. For example, Caracas, comen, estudia. If this is not the case, it is an exception and must be marked with a tilde or accent, as they are also called. The tildes have the function of marking the exceptions to the natural pronunciation of Spanish. The word levántate has the intensity in a syllable different from the penultimate one, and that's why it has a tilde. Same as báñate, cómpralo, llámame. We have a video about the accentuation in our channel. If báñate, cómpralo, and llámame did not have the tilde, they would be pronounced bañate, compralo, llámame, according to the Spanish pronunciation rules. For this reason, frequently the positive imperative with pronoun has a tilde. However, in the case of dame, there is no tilde, since the word ends in a vowel and the tonic syllable is the penultimate and follows the pronunciation rules. In the case of levántate, we had a reflexive verb since the action of the verbs falls on the subject of the sentence. Let's see now what happens with the object pronouns. In the sentence compra el pan, we have a verb that includes the subject, tu compra, and a direct object, el pan. If it's possible to replace the direct object with a pronoun, that would be the pronoun lo in this case, since el pan is masculine and singular. The pronoun goes behind the verb in the positive imperative, forming a new word, cómpralo. On the other hand, when the imperative is negative, the pronoun goes before the verb. No lo compres. if instead of having a masculine object, we have a feminine one, like la bicicleta, we use the pronoun la. We place the pronoun behind the positive imperative, forming a single word. Cómprala. And if it is negative, we put the pronoun in front of the verb. No la compres. Let's now add an indirect object too. The indirect object refers to the one who receives the action and frequently is a person. El pan is a direct object. What do I buy? And para tu madre is an indirect object. For whom I buy. We are going to substitute el pan for the pronoun lo. And we're going to substitute para tu madre for the third person singular indirect object pronoun le. The indirect object pronoun or the reflexive pronoun is always placed first and then the direct object pronoun. However, when le and les coincide with the direct object, they turn into se. Le and les become se when they match the direct object pronoun. We place the positive imperative, the indirect object, and the direct object and obtain cómpraselo. In the case of the negative imperative, we place the pronoun indirect object first, then the direct, and then the verb. No se lo compres. In the negative imperative, the pronouns go before the verb. However, all this has a problem. Sometimes we do not know who we mean by cómpraselo. Since we can refer to le, one person, or les, several persons. In this case, and to be more specific, we mention again the complete indirect object to clarify the information. Cómpraselo a tu madre. As the most important thing to consolidate the knowledge is the practice, in the complete course you have all the exercises to practice what we have explained in the video. You also have all the explanation in writing. There are also creative exercises with teachers' feedback. We invite you to visit our webpage to know our online school and see video number 6, where we will explain other forms that exist in Spanish to give orders, instructions, recommendations, advice, make invitations, etc.